Hi, welcome to the quiz. This very quiz can be done on quizalto.com, where you'll be able to get instant feedback with detailed answers and explanations. The link is in the description below. Quizalto has an extensive library of quizzes you can take for free, and we also have an impressive number of premium quizzes for more advanced levels. As you take quizzes, Quizalto helps you track your progress over time. If our quizzes are not enough for you, you can even create your own quizzes using AI, and they don't even have to be about AWS products. Okay, let's get started. Good luck. What is the storage redundancy strategy employed by AWS Elemental MediaStore? Data is replicated across multiple availability zones within a region. Data is stored in a single location. Data is replicated to a single AZ. Data is not replicated. AWS Elemental MediaStore employs a storage redundancy strategy where data is replicated across multiple availability zones within a region, ensuring high availability and durability. What is a key benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing video content? Low latency and high performance. Built-in encryption at rest. Unlimited storage capacity. Low-cost storage. AWS Elemental MediaStore offers low latency and high performance for video content delivery, ensuring a smooth streaming experience for users. What type of network connectivity does AWS Elemental MediaStore offer for video content delivery? Direct peer-to-peer connections. Hybrid network connections. Public internet access. Private network connectivity. AWS Elemental MediaStore offers private network connectivity for video content delivery, ensuring secure and controlled access to stored media assets. How does AWS Elemental MediaStore ensure high availability for media content? Uses a single availability zone. Replicates data across multiple availability zones. Stores data in a single location. Requires manual intervention for backups. AWS Elemental MediaStore ensures high availability for media content by replicating data across multiple availability zones within a region, reducing the risk of data loss. What feature of AWS Elemental MediaStore ensures fast and reliable access to media files? Consistent low latency performance. Variable data transfer speeds. Slow transcoding speeds. Limited storage capacity. The consistent low-latency performance of AWS Elemental MediaStore ensures fast and reliable access to media files, providing a seamless streaming experience for end users. What additional step can be taken to enhance the security of video content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Deploying network intrusion detection systems. Enabling multiple-factor authentication. Creating stronger encryption keys. Implementing regular security audits. To enhance the security of video content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore, users can implement regular security audits to identify and address potential vulnerabilities or security gaps in the storage infrastructure. What is the primary benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for streaming video content? Slow transcoding speeds. High data transfer costs. Limited storage capacity. Low latency performance. The primary benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for streaming video content is its low latency performance, ensuring a seamless viewing experience for users. What is the maximum storage capacity of an AWS Elemental MediaStore container? 200 terabytes. 100 terabytes. 150 terabytes. 50 terabytes. An AWS Elemental MediaStore container can store up to 150 terabytes of data, providing ample storage capacity for media content. What is the primary use case for AWS Elemental MediaStore? Storing and delivering video content. Running web servers. Processing image data. Storing log files. The primary use case for AWS Elemental MediaStore is for storing and delivering video content, as it is optimized for media streaming and provides low-latency access to large video files. In what format is video content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Database-based, object-based, block-based, file-based. Video content is stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore in an object-based format for efficient streaming and delivery. What level of durability does AWS Elemental MediaStore provide for stored video content? 99.9%. 99.999999999%. 99.999%. 99.99%. AWS Elemental MediaStore provides 11 nines of durability for stored video content, ensuring high resilience against data loss or corruption. What is the primary difference between AWS Elemental MediaStore and AWS Elemental Media Package? MediaStore is designed for image content, while Media Package is for video content. MediaStore provides offline content editing capabilities, while Media Package focuses on live streaming. MediaStore focuses on storage and delivery, while Media Package includes content protection and monetization features. MediaStore offers serverless architecture, while Media Package requires dedicated servers. The primary difference between AWS Elemental MediaStore and AWS Elemental Media Package is that MediaStore focuses on storage and delivery of video content, while Media Package includes additional features for content protection and monetization. What is the advantage of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing video content over traditional file storage systems? Lower storage costs. Slower data access speeds. Limited storage capacity. Optimized for media streaming. AWS Elemental MediaStore is specifically optimized for media streaming, providing low-latency access to video content compared to traditional file storage systems. What is the benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing and delivering video content? Variable data transfer speeds. Consistent low-latency performance. High storage costs. Limited scalability. AWS Elemental MediaStore provides consistent low-latency performance for storing and delivering video content, ensuring fast access to media files for streaming applications. What is the primary purpose of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing media files? Hosting dynamic websites. Storing and delivering video content. Managing virtual servers. Processing text documents. The primary purpose of using AWS Elemental MediaStore is for storing and delivering video content, as it is optimized for media streaming and provides low-latency access to video files. What is the minimum duration for which Amazon CloudFront can cache objects from AWS Elemental MediaStore? 0 seconds. 60 seconds. 300 seconds. 120 seconds. Amazon CloudFront can cache objects from AWS Elemental MediaStore for a minimum duration of 0 seconds, allowing for immediate retrieval of content without caching delays. What is the maximum duration of content that can be stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? 365 days. 90 days. 180 days. 30 days. The maximum duration of content that can be stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore is 365 days. What additional feature does AWS Elemental MediaStore provide to enhance video streaming performance? Database replication. Content delivery network integration. Built-in video editing tools. Image recognition algorithms. AWS Elemental MediaStore provides integration with content delivery networks to enhance video streaming performance, reducing latency, and improving scalability for global audiences. What is the key benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing video content? Decreased transcoding performance. Lower data transfer speeds. Optimized for media. Limited storage capacity. The key benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing video content is that it is optimized specifically for media, providing efficient storage and delivery of video files. What is a key advantage of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for online video distribution? Scalability for big data analytics. Low latency and high performance. Built-in machine learning algorithms. Integrated email marketing tools. A key advantage of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for online video distribution is its low latency and high performance, providing a seamless viewing experience for users. What is the recommended method for securing media content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Limiting storage capacity. Increasing data redundancy. Disabling encryption. Implementing access control policies. The recommended method for securing media content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore is by implementing access control policies, ensuring that only authorized individuals can access the content. What additional feature does AWS Elemental MediaStore provide to enhance data durability and protection? Object versioning and immutability. Data encryption in transit. Continuous data replication. Cache invalidation policies. AWS Elemental MediaStore provides object versioning and immutability to enhance data durability and protection, ensuring that stored data remains intact and secure against accidental modifications or deletions. What is the benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing large video files? Lower data transfer costs. Decreased transcoding performance. Fast access to media content. Limited scalability. AWS Elemental MediaStore provides fast access to stored media content, making it ideal for streaming large video files with minimal latency. What is a key aspect of security when using AWS Elemental MediaStore for video content delivery? Running external security scans. Disabling storage encryption. Implementing least privilege access controls. Sharing credentials publicly. A key aspect of security when using AWS Elemental MediaStore for video content delivery is implementing least privilege access controls to limit access based on specific permissions and roles. What is the recommended approach for disaster recovery planning with AWS Elemental MediaStore? Deprioritizing monitoring. Disabling replication. Regularly backing up data to another AWS region. Limiting data retention policies. The recommended approach for disaster recovery planning with AWS Elemental MediaStore is to regularly back up data to another AWS region, ensuring data availability in case of unexpected incidents. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.